Today we're going to be testing the best rifle with the worst accessories against the worst rifle with the best accessories. Got the Cobalt Kinetics rifle here, and as most of you know, this is a very expensive gun and a very nice gun. And I've got the Amazon Special 3-piece here on top, the old 3-9 with the red dot on top with the backup laser just in case. You got a flashlight here on top, the Amazon Special flashlight. You got the dual beam front. When I was originally doing this, I was trying to look for the worst products possible, and this flashlight actually isn't bad. Not a terrible design. It's kind of got that like enforced design where you got the button right up here, and the output isn't terrible. So I wouldn't say this is the worst flashlight in the world now that I've actually used it, but you guys get the point of the video here. And we got the worst rifle, the old 22 rifle. I think I bought this for $170, I believe, as a joke originally. And then we were like, you know what, actually, let's make a video with this. So we did. Then we've got the Trijicon VCOG on top. This is a 1x8. And then the Cloud Defensive Rain with a legacy body. Rocking the old Goon Tape mount. Very, very solid mount. Then you got the JK Armament 22 suppressor on this. So this is our worst gun with the best accessories. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And if you find the content helpful, consider hitting the subscribe button as well. And those things do help me out a ton. A sponsor of the video today is Brownells. Make sure you use code TA10. You can save 10% off on orders $150 or more. And you can save a ton of money doing that. So I highly recommend you take advantage of that discount code. And they have pretty much everything. You could basically do this and save 10% off it. So take advantage of that and head over there and pick something up. But let's get right into the video. As you can tell, this is obviously not very scientific in the things that we're going to be doing, but it's just a fun little test to see how these will perform against each other. So we're going to do a handful of different drills. We're going to do some close range stuff. We're going to go back to 100, and then we're going to push it all the way back to 300 and see if is the key word there, if we can hit anything at 300 yards consistently. So we'll go back. We'll start with we'll start with the close range stuff first, so we can actually hit steel and feel good about ourselves, and then we'll work our way back. I'm honestly not sure which one of these I like better. I think if I had to choose, it's probably this one. Half of me wants to keep it this way and not switch everything back off. But let me know in the comments below before we get the test starting, which one you like better, which rifle setup you think is better, and then which one you think is actually going to win. I'm really curious to see what everyone thinks, and I'm super curious to see which one's better. So we will see. Let's start testing these and not wasting more time. The first drill we're gonna do is we have 4 targets out here at different ranges. This goes from 10 to 25, and we're gonna shoot each target once. So it's gonna be whichever firearm is the quickest time is gonna get the point for this one. So on buzzer, I'll shoot each target one time, and then whichever one's the fastest will win. So we'll start with this turd. Okay. Now the pack timer didn't pick it up because it was so quiet. That's not good. We might have to remove the suppressor for this one because it did not pick up the time on that one. Minus the malfunction, honestly, that didn't do as bad as I thought it was going to do. So we'll take the suppressor off here, and then we'll run it again. I think I actually broke the gun. That trigger is so squishy. It's 100% broken. I'm gonna be so irritated if this gun broke in the first test that we did. I planned a whole range day to film this video and this thing broke. Okay, wait, hold on. There's a, whew, okay. I don't know what happened there. We're back in business. All right, 772, a malfunction and a miss. So we'll run it one more time, try to get a better time. Hopefully not have any malfunctions. I wasn't really, I guess, anticipating all the malfunctions. But let's try it one more time here and see what it does. Okay, that was good. 4.57, 4.57. That'll be the time. So we'll stick with that one. No malfunctions that time. The second shot, I delayed a little bit because I reset the trigger, but the trigger didn't reset. I heard a click later. I'll be curious to see if that picked it up in the mic. but the trigger was like a delayed reset. So I'm wondering if there's something wrong with the reset in there, and that's why I had that dead trigger. The good thing is if the main scope doesn't work on this, we have a backup. And if for some reason that doesn't work, this laser is actually, I think, probably illegal. I don't know how this got put on this because this is a really cheap Amazon special, but this laser is crazy bright. So all else fails, I'll just turn the laser on and I'll just hit fire and I'll use it that way. Let's see. The hardest part about this one is you can see the height. They just wanted to get it as close to the rail as possible for precision, obviously. So it's really difficult to get a good cheek well on this. I kind of want to shoot this one like this because I feel like it does it justice. Oh my goodness. I can't find it anywhere. The clarity is awful. 14.92. The eye box is so small. The clarity is so bad. It is really, really difficult. And the problem is, let me see where my zoom is. I found the problem. We were on 9 times. I was like, man, why is that so far? Okay. All right. It's a little better. All right, let's do that one more time here. 5.35. $5.79. Didn't think this one would lose this. That one takes the cake on that one. Honestly, I think it's because it just has a closer zoom. You have the 1 times on that, just makes it a lot easier to be able to get quick access to the targets and see them a little bit easier. You have 3 times on this, which as long as it's staying sighted in though, I'm pretty happy with that. So 1 point for the 22. We'll go back to 100 and see what we can do there. All right, now we're at 100 yards. We're gonna go from standing and just try to hit 1 hit. We'll see how many rounds it takes is what we're gonna do. Not time, it's gonna be rounds. Reliability isn't its strong suit. All right, 3rd shot, we got a hit. This is what I was worried about. This actually staying sighted in is gonna be a problem. Okay, there we go. 5 on this one. So 22 wins that one again. I'm actually a little bit shocked. So now we're gonna go from a lane prone position and we're gonna see timing wise how many we can get 3 hits with it. And go. That went well. All right, I think the tack driver, 14.86. So let's get the cobalt and see what that one can do. Oh, I love the height of the scope. Go. Woo, 6.95. Cobalt takes that one. All right, so we're at 200. We're just gonna have to hit it 1 time. The first gun to hit it 1 time in the shortest time is what we'll do. This one's gonna be tough for the 22 because it has such an arc to it, such a drop. So figuring out where the drop's gonna be the hard part. All right, we got this. Accuracy by volume. All right, well, we're at 1:05. That's why I brought this. We're giving her 1 more chance because I could burn through that entire box really quickly. All right, so we're gonna give up on this one for now. We will switch over to the cobalt real quick, see if we can't hit 1 with that.
4.95. Okay. Well, Cobalt Kinetic wins on that one. All right. I am actually really shocked that that hit that far with this. We'll take us back to 300. I think the old 22's out for this one because I mean we used a bolt action 22 and went to 300, and like the height we had to aim was crazy. So especially with this kind of setup, I mean I doubt we're gonna hit it without just burning through a ton of ammo. All right, we're at 300 yards now. Let's see what this thing can do. All right, so there are hash marks on this for your holdovers. We're gonna hold it at the 3 just to see. I mean, I cannot imagine these are actually accurate, but let's try it. We'll hold over at 3.
Ready?
Yep.
Start.
We'll give it one more chance. Okay, no, so now I'll hold over. I think it probably should hold over. I was just curious if that was even accurate. Okay, there we go. Okay. I mean, 4 for 4 with this thing. That's actually fairly impressive. The hash marks are not accurate in the slightest bit. That's okay. I didn't expect them to be. To raise this would help a ton, honestly. If you could just get a little bit of height on it. I'd say this one probably takes the cake on this because it's a lot more consistent and accurate. But it's also a 5.56 compared to a 22. And this is a $2,000 gun, and this is a $150 gun that the trigger stopped working after the 3rd round we shot. So apples to oranges.
So obviously this is to the extreme and there's nothing scientific about the test that we did, but it was fun. It was an enjoyable video to film, and I hope you guys got some enjoyment out of that and trying to decide which one was better. I originally bought this as a joke, and obviously these do not compare together, like I said, but I thought it was pretty entertaining to find one of the most expensive guns versus the cheapest gun that I own, and just to see how they could compare depending what accessories you put on them, and to see if you can find some shortcomings or benefits of having one or the other. But obviously, as you can tell, you get what you pay for, whether that be a cheap firearm or some cheap accessories. They do have some downsides to them. So buy once, cry once is definitely a real thing. It's something I preach to a lot of people just because when I first started, I was the one that would always try to go cheap and buy things like this. I didn't go this extreme one, but I would go cheaper on a lot of things, and then I would end up just buying the good stuff later down the road, and then the cheap stuff would end up in a bin somewhere, and I just wasted my money. So I don't want you to do that. Obviously, if you have a plinking gun, there's nothing wrong with having fun and getting cheaper things. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're looking for proven firearms, proven accessories, and things for duty use or purpose-driven, as in like a home defense or a duty gun, get the good stuff and get the stuff that have been tested and the things that you can trust your life with. You might be thinking there's no way anyone would ever even actually buy this gun for that role, and don't say never. The reason I really use this gun is because I was actually asked by somebody about using this gun for a home defense style gun. So no, I don't recommend it. Just for those of you that are wondering, there are much better out there. And as you could tell from the reliability issues, there's a reason I don't recommend it. There's a reason there's things like this that are made for plinking. This is something I'm gonna take out with my son and we're gonna shoot with, and he's gonna have fun just because it has that AR style, and it'll kind of get him used to this platform for when he gets a little bit older and he can shoot the nicer rifles behind me. There's a big reliability issue when you're going cheaper like this, and you saw it in the video. It had a lot of problems. Within the first 10 rounds, we had a major trigger malfunction. And it's all funny and it's goofy in the video, but in all seriousness, that's a problem, and that's why you put your money into quality things. So now I have 2 questions. Should I keep these guns like this, the way that they are, and improve them, make them better, get an actual riser for this setup, and see if I can actually make it a legitimate setup? And the next question is, would you guys like to see a more comparable cheap versus expensive. Maybe get like Radical Firearms or a PSA rifle, something in the same caliber. I think that would kind of make this a little bit more even. But let me know if you guys would like to see a video like that in the comments, and then if there's enough interest, I will end up doing a video like that. If you're looking to help out the channel and things I do, here's a couple ways to do that down in the description. There are some discount codes from companies that I personally trust that you guys can use to save some money, and there's a link to my link tree. Anything you purchase using those links does help out the channel. I appreciate it. If not, I like you guys liking, sharing, subscribing. All those things help out a ton, and I appreciate that as well. And being interactive in the comment section. A couple companies support me, and the things I do here are Howitzer, Brownells, and Hold Up Display. Hold Up Display makes the racks behind me and filled up the entire vault room. Howitzer is a clothing brand that donates 5% of proceeds to charity, and they've donated a ton of money to charity, which is really cool, and they have a lot of really cool clothing. And then Brownells, you can use code TA10, save 10% off orders $150 or more, and I highly recommend you take advantage of that. Other than that, guys, thank you so much, and I appreciate you all.